Hi guys, how are you? My name is Rodney, and today we're going to be taking a look at and restyling Delilah Fields. Well, not necessarily restyling her, but more so of refreshing her hair and refreshing her curls and just getting her back looking how she was meant to look. She was my most anticipated doll of the series 4. I think she's really beautiful. My model doesn't have the super foggy glasses, so I appreciate that as someone sorry about that, who's an avid eyeglass wearer. Now, if there's anything from this video that you should not take away and that you should not do is this: do not cut the rubber bands. Those rubber bands are equivalent to the rubber bands that are on Heather's jacket. You absolutely need those if you would like to keep her hair in this style. But I did figure out a way to fix it. I hope that you don't mind me washing my dolls with their clothes on, but I mean, come on now, I'm an adult. I don't really have time to take the clothes off. But even if I did have the time, I wouldn't because it doesn't affect it in any way. You're perfectly fine. The clothes dry. It obviously depends on the cloth. I wouldn't wash Jewel with that bow around her neck or with the furry jacket. So yeah, it takes a little bit of common sense, but Delilah's okay. Now, throughout this process, my Delilah did lose a few hairs, but I think just because her hair is so long, obviously the machines are gonna kind of mess up at some point. But overall, as I said before, I don't mind when a doll has thin hair, which she doesn't, but if she did, I would be okay with it. I mentioned that in my last video. I'm a hair-oriented collector, and so the dolls with thinner hair have seemed to be easier to style, for me at least. But I think Delilah herself has a pretty good ratio. I think she's not too thick or too thin. So yes, happy to report that. Thank you guys for watching my last video and liking the post on Reddit. I do appreciate that people like my restyles, and I don't even really consider them restyles because I'm not changing their clothes and things like that. But yes, I would like to know which ones, if you got any of them yet. Which ones from series 4 did you get yet? Um, I still have Mina and Coco and the other one. I forgot her name, but I want to get 3 more of this. And I also want to get Ainsley and the twins. So yeah, my wallet is my wallet is a little thin. It's gonna be a little thin for the next couple of weeks, but I'm super excited. I don't know if I'm going to continue making these kind of videos. I really do love making these, and I love talking with you guys in the comments and on Reddit, and just posting because this is like a creative outlet for me. As you can see in the background, I do like filmmaking as a hobby. Well, I guess as another hobby. So this is her hair, semi-dry. But yeah, I do filmmaking mostly. That's what I'm passionate about. But I love to do this kind of thing as well, where it's not super serious, it's not super cinematic, and I'm able to talk about dolls, which I have always loved. And like I said, I really appreciate being in the community, and I appreciate being around during this time to love them, along with many other people. As you can tell, I am absolutely in love with Delilah's hair. She's only my second one with this past the feet hair length. The only other one that I have with this hair length is Chanel, which, I love her hair. But Chanel's hair is straight, so it's going to be interesting to see how it'll be to style a curly hair doll with this length. So far, so good. So this is what we're going to be watching tonight. This is where we're going to start the night off with something like a little dark, I guess. I have a playlist of things. I have a watch later list that I have so many videos to catch up on. So here I'm just pulling out my little tool bags and, getting my things together. My bed is going to look messy. It always looks messy. Ah! My bed always looks messy whenever I'm styling a doll's hair. I mean, everything is just all at arm's reach. So I'd like it to stay that way. Here are a few accessories that I'm thinking about putting on her whenever she's fully finished. We'll see what I went with. I don't even know. I forgot to explain the reason why it's nighttime now, if you can tell. Is because this day that I purchased her, I just washed her hair before I went to work. Then I went to work and I came back home from work, and then now this was last night. So I bought her 2 days ago, and now this was last night. So I know it's a little confusing, but I have to fit her in my schedule somewhere. I couldn't do it all in the daytime. I wouldn't choose to do it in the daytime anyways. So yeah, I always vouch for a conditioner, not really to make the hair soft or anything like that, but I use it for styling purposes. It helps slick things up, and it just really makes it look all neat, and smooth whenever it's dry. And it doesn't make the hair crunchy. It doesn't leave back any residue. It doesn't matter if the doll has dark hair or light hair. You don't see the conditioner afterwards. So here I'm just re-detangling her hair to make sure that everything's, like I said, nice and smooth. I don't have OCD, but I do prefer for all the strands to be in line. I want everything to be like not perfect. I gotta be careful with my choice of words because people are gonna think I'm like insane. Um, but yeah, no, combing through Delilah's hair is very therapeutic. You're gonna see me doing that a lot throughout this video. I do that with all of the dolls that are restyled as it is anyways, um, for neatness. Is that a word? Neatness? Whatever. For neatness purposes. Like I said earlier, I like for everything to be neat and cute and stuff. So I'm putting two braids in the front on each little ponytail, and then I'm gonna wrap the ponytails with the braid. Oh, there, I'm doing it right now. So unfortunately, though, with this style, I do want to include her original. Um, what do you call those things? Sunflowers? Is that what that flower is, or is it a daisy? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say it's a daisy because the soap in my bathroom is daisy scented, so we'll just go with the daisy theme. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you. But yeah, unfortunately, you won't see the braid. Like, I can always take that tie off. You're gonna see in a couple of minutes. Like, you're gonna see how it looks, but I can't explain something when it's not on the screen. I'm like waiting for it to pop up, to show up. So yeah, I'm just adding another braid to the other side. I don't know, looking at this is like pretty satisfying. Like, I feel like a narcissist because I've watched my last video like 5 times. Again, I watch these videos as it is anyways, so I thought I'd give it a try myself. And especially being that I know how to do filmmaking, and I know how to, I have certain equipment and things like that that will work for this. This in no way is indicative of my capabilities as a filmmaker, though. Like, let's be clear, I can do a lot more than this, but I'm using my phone to film this video because I feel like that's the best option. So, oh, here she is. So this is how she looks with the braids. But this is not her final look, and that's kind of unfortunate. However, like I said, I can always take the daisy flower thing out. But you're gonna see in the next clip. Let's see what we're gonna do. I believe I put it. Okay, we see. Oh, I wanted you to see the part. She has like the most perfect part in any Rainbow High doll, and I love that. I don't know if her scalp is painted pink, but it looks really natural and realistic. I love it. So this is how I'm fixing the daisy tie. I got a toothpick, and I basically just put it through the hole, and I tied it around there. Hopefully you can see what I did. I'm better at showing than explaining. But it worked out. I don't know if it's been anybody else, but I've just been like, ever since I got her, I'm like, hey there, Delilah. Like, mind you, I love that song, but I hadn't thought about that song in years. And that's what I think of every time I say her name. So here we are, just doing whatever. I mean, oh yeah. So here you can see a little bit what I was talking about. You can see that like her hair, like you can't really see the braid, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you saw the way that I applied the ponytail, the sunny. I'm sorry, I don't know what kind of flower that is. That's what's throwing me off. That and these aligners. Yeah, so it's still gonna be cute, but you can't see the braids. I'm gonna make sure that when I post the picture on Reddit that you're gonna see the braids, because I spent a little time doing those and I actually messed up the first time, and I try to. Oh, okay. It must have got interesting, but I try to fix my mistake by adding those like little clips in the back, and it ended up working. So I would like to showcase that. So I'm glad that you guys are, or whoever is watching this is watching this. So I'm not the only one that knows I wasted 30 minutes, but it's fine. So here's the first curl. It's a tendril. Um, you gotta be careful with tendrils because you don't want them to be too thick. And I feel like I always make the mistake of making them too thick. For my jewel, if you saw in my last video, I kind of made her bang a little too thick. And I think I did it again with Delilah's tendrils. It's fine. She's still gonna be cute. You're gonna see. No, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna be quiet until that part comes up. But yes, here we are just doing this. Honestly, I wouldn't be talking the whole way through. And as you saw earlier, I like for there to be some elements of ASMR. I think it's really therapeutic and comforting when you're just like listening to the doll getting her hair combed like that. But the difference is a video was playing right there. And I couldn't do ASMR-esque things because I don't style their hair in silence. I watch videos or listen to music and stuff. So that wouldn't work out. Yeah, so for these braids, I'm actually taking, because it was an idea that I had, but I guess I forgot when I started curling it. But I'm doing these braids, and I'm going to leave some ends out so that way I'll independently curl the ends. You're going to see how it looks in the end, but yeah, it was like a stylistic thing that I decided to pursue, and I do believe that it worked out. Oh, that was really like, can I say Mean Girls? I don't know, I haven't watched that movie, but there's a certain word in my mind that I don't want to say. It's a curse word, and I don't swear, so yeah. One day I want to do a video like this. Oh, so we're at the end. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is how she looked at the end of the night. It probably was like 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe 4. I don't remember what time I started, but I got off of work at 10, and I got in the shower, and then I started doing it. Yeah, so she's sitting under their AC. She's been sitting there all night, and now it's morning. And so we're going to be taking them out. I will admittedly say that I took them out a little too early. I feel like I should have left the straws in and let them dry a little bit longer, but it's still fine. You're still going to get away with it. It's just, it won't be as sturdy as it would be if you let it dry completely. So yeah, they were a little wet, but I found that twisting the straws off, it helped a little bit better. But yeah, this is always a very exciting and satisfying part. I always get too excited and undo the straws too early, but it is what it is. If worst case scenario, you're gonna get some loose curls, which I'm not in opposition of, so that's totally fine on my behalf or on my whatever. So yeah, the bigger ones were the ones that were pretty, like, they were wet. Basically, they were pretty much still wet. At the end of the day, you are using conditioner, so there's going to be some moisture left over. It's not like it's just water, but you're still going to be fine. So see, you can see what I mean. They're kind of thick, like the tendrils are kind of thick in the front, but it's what it is. So here is what I was talking about with the braids. That's the end, but like, look at the little pieces from the sides. See that? Like how they're like coming out of the side of the braids. I messed up on the last one, but yeah, I thought that was cute. You might not be able to tell in the pictures or even in the videos, but I decided to give it a try. So yeah, look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. I was a little happy at the end. So here's what I didn't want to spoil. She is giving me very much pull-up doll vibes. She actually looks like the pull-up doll that I wanted. I don't own any of them, but I wanted one of them, and her name was, I forgot the name, but she looks exactly like her with this hairstyle. So we're gonna separate her curls, and we're gonna see how that looks, and I guess we're gonna do that now. Go back. Change of plans, guys. I was sitting here looking at her, and I'm thinking, like, I think that she's really pretty the way she is. I don't really know if I want to separate her curls, at least not now. I think I want to keep her on display like this because I love the vibe that she's giving me. She's giving me like country girl vibes, and that's just what I look at her and see. I just feel like she's from Alabama. She's familiar with like cows. She grew up on a farm, and I don't know. That's exactly what I'm getting. So it's like I don't want to risk messing the curls up and stuff. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna be open to it in the future, but. You guys let me know. Do you think I should like take away her, like, not separate? Oh my gosh, not take away, but to separate her curls. Let me know if you think I should do that, because I'd be willing to, but I really like the way she looks now. Anyways, here are a few videos and pictures from when I got her all jeweled up and stuff, and I put her earrings in, and I got her dolled up, I guess. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the conversations, and I appreciate your viewership and the nice comments. I hope to see you again soon. I don't know who's going to be next, but we'll see. Bye.